If you're over 60, something could be happening to your body tonight. Something silent, invisible, but incredibly destructive. While you sleep peacefully, your muscles might be slowly wasting away. It sounds dramatic, maybe even exaggerated, but for millions of seniors, it's the hidden reality. Muscle loss doesn't begin with a fall or a hospital visit. It starts quietly in the background night after night, when your body doesn't get the nutrients it needs before bed. Take Richard James, for example. He spent most of his life as a firefighter, strong, resilient, and always moving. At 68, he was still mowing his lawn and lifting heavy equipment without thinking twice. But by 70, everything changed. He didn't feel injured, sick, or even particularly tired. And yet he was struggling to get out of a chair. He had lost nearly 45% of his strength in just 2 years. Why? He never changed what he ate at night, often skipping dinner or having something light like fruit and crackers. He never realized that his body was starving while he slept, breaking down his own muscle for fuel. This isn't just Richard's story. It's a story I've seen repeated hundreds of times as a doctor. Patients who eat well during the day, exercise when they can, but unknowingly undo their progress every night. The muscle loss doesn't scream, it whispers. And by the time the signs are clear, weak legs, slow recovery, frequent falls, it's already become harder to reverse. So let me ask you this. Have you ever woken up feeling sore or unusually weak, even after a full night's rest? Do your legs feel less steady when you get out of bed, even though you haven't done anything strenuous? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone and you're not powerless. In this video, we're going to expose what's really happening to your muscles after dark, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Because muscle isn't just lost with age, it's lost through neglect. And it can be rebuilt with the right strategies starting tonight. Let's begin with the real reason your muscles are disappearing during sleep, something most people, including many doctors, never talk about. Welcome to part 1, the shocking truth about muscle loss while you sleep. When we think of aging, we often imagine gray hair, slower movement, or forgetful moments. But what silently steals the quality of life from millions of older adults isn't always visible. It's something far more dangerous: muscle loss during sleep. This phenomenon, medically known as sarcopenia, is the progressive decline in muscle mass and strength, and it begins much earlier than most people realize. By the time we turn 30, our muscle tissue begins to shrink, at first gradually, then more rapidly with each passing decade. After 60, the rate of muscle loss can escalate dramatically. Without proper intervention, adults can lose up to 40% of their muscle mass by age 70. And what does that look like in real life? A reduced ability to climb stairs, a struggle to stand from a chair, an increased risk of falls, according to data from the World Health Organization and the U.S. National Institutes of Health. Over 1/3 of adults over 70 can no longer stand up from a chair without using their hands or assistance. That's not just weakness, it's a serious threat to independence. But here's where it gets even more alarming. While most people worry about daytime physical decline, they overlook what's happening during the night. While you're sleeping, especially during long fasting periods without protein intake, your body shifts into a catabolic state. That means it starts breaking down tissue, including muscle, for energy. Think about that. Every night you go to bed without the right nutritional support, your body may be digesting itself, eating away at the strength you've spent a lifetime building. This process is largely influenced by hormonal changes. As we age, levels of growth hormone decline, making it harder to repair and rebuild tissue. At the same time, nighttime fasting leads to spikes in cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone. Cortisol doesn't just make you feel anxious, it promotes muscle breakdown. Combine that with low insulin sensitivity and reduced levels of leucine, a crucial amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis, and you have the perfect storm for sarcopenia to accelerate. Here's a simple way to understand it. Your muscles are like a construction site. Every night while you sleep, they're supposed to rebuild and recover. But without the right materials, namely slow digesting proteins and the right amino acids, your body has no choice but to tear down what's already been built. This nightly silent sabotage is why so many older adults wake up feeling weaker than the day before, even if they are not doing anything physically strenuous. And the scariest part, You may not even notice it, until one day a minor fall turns into a broken hip, or a short walk leaves you breathless and needing support. Sarcopenia doesn't come with alarms or symptoms. It creeps in quietly night after night, meal after meal skipped or improperly planned. But the good news: this cycle isn't inevitable. In fact, it's highly preventable. You don't need expensive supplements or extreme workout routines to defend your muscles. The solution is surprisingly simple and often sitting in your kitchen already. It comes down to choosing the right foods before bed, foods that digest slowly, deliver essential amino acids, and support hormonal balance throughout the night. In the next section, I'll walk you through 8 powerful foods that aren't just nutritious, they're muscle-saving lifelines. Each of them has been backed by real science, used by real seniors, and proven to help stop nighttime muscle loss in its tracks. And some of them, as you'll see, may already be part of your daily routine. You just need to time them right. So before you write off that late-night snack as bad, keep watching. The right evening nutrition could be the one habit that saves your strength, your balance, and your freedom. Let's dive into part 2. The 8 essential foods that protect your muscles while you sleep. When it comes to protecting your muscles overnight, few things are as effective as the combination of casein protein and whole milk. Casein is a slow-digesting protein that gradually releases amino acids into the bloodstream for up to 8 hours, essentially the full length of an average night's sleep. This slow release is crucial for older adults because, during the long fasting window of sleep, the body is more likely to break down muscle tissue to meet its energy needs. By giving your muscles a steady supply of fuel, casein helps prevent this breakdown and supports repair and growth while you rest. When mixed with whole milk, the benefits are amplified. Whole milk contains whey protein, which is absorbed quickly, offering an immediate surge of amino acids, while the casein continues to feed your muscles for hours. Additionally, milk is rich in calcium, which not only strengthens bones, but also plays a vital role in muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Take Thomas Miller, for example, a 71-year-old retired engineer who began drinking a mix of 30 grams of casein protein with 8 ounces of whole milk every night. Within just 3 months, he noticed improved grip strength and better balance when climbing stairs. His story is a testament to the power of this simple nighttime ritual. As Dr. Stuart Phillips from McMaster University puts it, muscle repair doesn't wait till morning. It begins the moment you close your eyes. So if you're over 60 and looking to fight age-related muscle loss, ask yourself, have you ever tried mixing casein with milk before bed? What changes did you notice after just a week? Because sometimes the smallest evening habit can make the biggest difference. Now, let's move on to another powerful bedtime food, almond butter. Almond butter may seem like a simple pantry item, but for aging muscles, it's a silent powerhouse. Rich in monounsaturated fats, vitamin E, plant-based protein, and the amino acid arginine, almond butter offers a unique combination that supports overnight muscle preservation. The healthy fats slow down digestion, ensuring a steady release of nutrients throughout the night, precisely when your muscles are most vulnerable to breakdown. Vitamin E acts as an antioxidant, protecting muscle cells from oxidative stress, while arginine enhances blood flow, improving nutrient delivery to recovering tissues. Margaret Lewis, a 68-year-old retired teacher, used to wake up almost nightly with painful leg cramps. On her doctor's suggestion, she began spreading almond butter on a slice of whole grain toast about an hour before bed. Within weeks, her night cramps diminished, and she reported feeling more energized in the mornings. As Dr. Mark Hyman from Cleveland Clinic wisely noted, healthy fat is not the enemy of muscle. It's the slow-burning fuel it thrives on. So, if you've ever struggled with nighttime muscle discomfort, consider this. Have you tried a spoonful of almond butter before bed? It might be the small change your body's been waiting for. And now, let's take a look at another powerful nighttime duo that blends sleep-enhancing benefits with muscle protection: tart cherry juice and whey protein. Tart cherry juice combined with whey protein offers a rare synergy that benefits both sleep and muscle preservation, two of the most crucial factors in healthy aging. Tart cherries are naturally rich in melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle. But beyond promoting deeper rest, they also contain potent polyphenols that combat inflammation and reduce cortisol levels, both of which are known contributors to muscle breakdown. Pair this with whey protein, a fast-digesting source of essential amino acids, and you've got a nighttime formula that not only calms the body, but also nourishes it at its most vulnerable. David Brooks, a 73-year-old former mechanic, had been struggling with poor sleep and noticeable muscle loss. At the recommendation of a wellness coach, he started drinking 8 ounces of tart cherry juice mixed with 20 grams of whey protein about 30 minutes before bed. Within just 2 weeks, he reported sleeping through the night and waking up with more energy, and most importantly, greater leg strength. Deep sleep is where muscle is reborn, says Dr. Matthew Walker of UC Berkeley, but only if the body has the tools. So, ask yourself, do you sleep soundly at night? Have you ever tried a bedtime drink that supports both rest and recovery? If not, you might be missing out on one of the easiest ways to regain strength. Speaking of smart combinations, the next pairing, quinoa and black beans, offers a plant-based solution that's just as powerful. Quinoa and black beans may seem like simple staples, but together they form a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults looking to protect muscle mass. Quinoa is one of the few plant-based foods considered a complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, including lysine, which is critical for muscle repair. When paired with black beans, which are rich in methionine, the 2 ingredients complement each other perfectly, creating a full amino acid profile that supports overnight muscle recovery. This combo also delivers a solid dose of magnesium, a mineral essential for muscle relaxation and blood sugar regulation, both of which are key during sleep. Helen Carter, an 82-year-old retired librarian, had always eaten toast for dinner, thinking it was light and easy. But after gradually replacing bread with a warm bowl of quinoa and black beans, she noticed a steady improvement in her strength. "I used to feel stiff getting out of bed," she said. "Now I rise with more ease." As Dr. Neil Barnard of the Physicians Committee explains, plant proteins can be just as powerful when they're combined the right way. Have you ever cooked with quinoa? What if it could be the small dietary shift that helps prevent muscle loss? Up next is a classic muscle-building food that too many people underestimate: whole eggs. Whole eggs are among the most efficient and complete sources of protein available, especially important for aging adults working to preserve muscle mass. Each egg provides around 6 grams of high-quality protein, along with leucine, an amino acid that plays a key role in stimulating muscle protein synthesis. But what many people overlook is the nutrient-rich yolk, which contains essential elements like vitamin D and choline. Vitamin D supports muscle strength and helps reduce the risk of falls, while choline is critical for maintaining healthy communication between nerves and muscles. Robert Jenkins, a 66-year-old former firefighter, used to eat only egg whites, believing they were the healthier option. After learning more about the benefits of whole eggs, he began eating 2 whole eggs every evening in an omelet with vegetables. Within a month, he noticed stronger legs and less morning stiffness. The yolk is not the villain, it's the hidden hero of muscle health, says Dr. Rhonda Patrick, a renowned biomedical scientist. So do you usually skip the yolk? After hearing this, would you consider giving whole eggs a second chance? If you're ready for another game-changing food, let's talk about wild-caught salmon, a nutritional giant when it comes to fighting age-related muscle loss. Wild-caught salmon is more than just a heart-healthy fish. It's a powerful ally in the fight against muscle loss, particularly for seniors. Just a 3-ounce serving delivers around 22 grams of high-quality protein, along with generous amounts of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation and improve muscle cells' sensitivity to nutrients and exercise, a key benefit for aging adults facing anabolic resistance. They essentially make your muscles more responsive to growth signals. Susan Franklin, a 69-year-old retiree recovering from a fractured hip, began eating wild salmon 3 times per week as part of her rehab nutrition plan. within 2 months. Not only had her mobility improved, but she also regained strength in her thighs and lower back. Her physical therapist noted significant gains in her muscle tone. As Dr. Philip Calder from the University of Southampton puts it, omega-3s are like a microphone for your muscles. They amplify the message to grow. So, how do you like your salmon? Grilled, steamed, or pan-seared? And have you ever considered making it a regular part of your dinner routine? Now, let's move on to a creamy, protein-rich food that often gets overlooked: cottage cheese. Cottage cheese might not be flashy, but it's one of the most underrated muscle-preserving foods for older adults. Packed with both casein and whey proteins, it offers the best of both worlds: slow and fast digestion. The casein forms a gel-like substance in the stomach, releasing amino acids gradually through the night, while the whey provides an immediate post-meal protein surge. This combination is especially valuable for preventing overnight muscle breakdown and promoting protein synthesis during sleep. It also contains leucine, the key amino acid that acts as a trigger for muscle repair, and calcium, which supports both muscle contraction and nerve signaling. Harold Dean, a 74-year-old retired carpenter, had lost significant strength in his hands and forearms. On his doctor's advice, he started eating 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese before bed, often topped with some pineapple or flaxseed. Within 6 weeks, he was not only able to grip tools again, but also noticed less muscle fatigue during his morning walks. Nighttime protein isn't just a supplement, it's your armor against sarcopenia, says Dr. Luc van Loon from Maastricht University. Have you ever tried cottage cheese in your evening routine? What if it's the missing link to stronger muscles while you sleep? Now, let's explore one last food that's as delicious as it is powerful: Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt stands out as one of the most effective bedtime foods for supporting muscle health, especially for seniors. It contains nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt, primarily in the form of casein, which digests slowly and feeds muscles steadily throughout the night. But what makes Greek yogurt even more valuable is its probiotic content, which enhances gut health, improves nutrient absorption, and helps reduce systemic inflammation, an often overlooked contributor to age-related muscle decline. For Linda Monroe, a 65-year-old yoga instructor struggling with bloating and sluggish recovery after workouts, incorporating plain full-fat Greek yogurt into her nightly routine was a game-changer. After 6 weeks, she noticed not only improved digestion, but also more toned legs and a noticeable increase in energy during her morning stretches. Gut health and muscle health go hand in hand, and Greek yogurt bridges them, explains Dr. Frank Lipman, an expert in functional medicine. So, what's your favorite yogurt flavor? Have you considered trying Greek yogurt in the evening to support your recovery while you sleep? As helpful as these foods are, they're only effective when paired with smart habits. In the next section, we'll uncover some of the most common dinner time mistakes seniors make and how they could be silently sabotaging your strength. One of the most common yet damaging habits among older adults is skipping dinner out of fear of gaining weight. While calorie control is important, completely avoiding your evening meal can accelerate muscle loss. During sleep, your body enters a prolonged fasted state. Without a protein-rich meal beforehand, it turns to muscle tissue for energy, a process known as nocturnal catabolism. Over time, this leads to weaker limbs, reduced balance, and a higher risk of falls. A study from Johns Hopkins University showed that older adults who regularly skipped dinner lost lean muscle mass 40% faster than those who maintained a consistent protein intake at night. Another widespread mistake is relying solely on fruits and vegetables for dinner. While these foods are full of antioxidants and fiber, they lack the essential amino acids required to maintain and rebuild muscle. A bowl of salad or a plate of steamed vegetables may feel light and healthy, but without pairing them with quality proteins like eggs, legumes, or dairy, your body is left nutritionally shortchanged during the critical repair window at night. The McMaster University Research Group found that seniors who consumed at least 20 grams of protein before bed significantly increased overnight muscle protein synthesis, compared to those who consumed low or no protein meals. And let's not forget hydration. Many seniors increase their water intake in the evening, which is a good habit until it's not. Drinking plain water without electrolytes can dilute important minerals like sodium, magnesium, and potassium in your system. This imbalance contributes to nighttime muscle cramps, particularly in the calves. If you've ever been jolted awake by a leg cramp, chances are your body wasn't just tired, it was missing electrolytes. Adding a pinch of sea salt or sipping an electrolyte-enhanced drink can make a noticeable difference. These habits, skipping dinner, under-consuming protein, and hydrating without replenishing minerals, may seem harmless but can severely undermine strength and mobility over time. The silver lining is that they're all fixable. With small but consistent changes, muscle loss at night can be slowed, if not reversed. So what can you start doing tonight? In the next section, I'll share practical, science-backed recommendations from years of clinical experience, simple, actionable strategies that you can start implementing today to protect your strength and independence as you age. Let's explore the real-world advice that makes a difference. For seniors looking to preserve muscle overnight, small adjustments to evening meals can lead to big improvements in strength, recovery, and sleep quality. One practical approach is to focus on simple, digestible meals that deliver high-quality protein, healthy fats, and essential micronutrients without being too heavy on the stomach. Here are 3 doctor-approved evening options. Option 1. A veggie omelet made with 2 whole eggs, spinach, and a sprinkle of cheese. Eggs provide leucine and choline for muscle and nerve function, while cooked greens add magnesium to prevent cramps. Eat this about 90 minutes before bed so your body can start digesting it before you lie down. Option 2. A bowl of full-fat Greek yogurt topped with a handful of berries and a teaspoon of flaxseed. This delivers a slow-digesting protein source, casein, along with antioxidants and omega-3s. It's ideal for about 45 minutes before bedtime and easy to prepare, even for those with reduced appetite in the evening. Option 3. A slice of whole grain toast with almond butter and half a banana. This combo provides sustained energy, healthy fats, and potassium, great for circulation and muscle function. This can be consumed 60 minutes before sleep for a steady nutrient release. The timing of these meals is crucial. Eating too close to bedtime may disrupt digestion, while eating too early may leave your body without fuel during deep sleep. The sweet spot is usually between 30 and 90 minutes before you turn in for the night. Also, aim to sit upright after eating to support digestion and avoid reflux, especially important in older adults. To maximize nutrient absorption, pair proteins with small amounts of healthy fat or digestive enhancers. For example, adding olive oil to vegetables helps absorb fat-soluble vitamins, while a bit of citrus can boost iron absorption from plant-based foods. Also, warm herbal teas like chamomile or ginger can support digestion if consumed at least 20 minutes after eating. With these simple shifts, you're not just feeding your stomach, you're fueling your muscle recovery system. So here's a question for you. What's your favorite nighttime snack? An over-easy egg or Greek yogurt with chia seeds? Now that we've explored the actionable steps you can take, let's bring everything together. In the final section, we'll reflect on what we've learned and what it truly means to protect your strength and independence as you age. Richard Evans, a 72-year-old retired school principal, once struggled with something many seniors quietly face: gradual muscle loss and declining independence. 4 months ago, he needed a cane just to stand up from his recliner. He had lost strength in his legs and balance in his steps. But instead of accepting this as an inevitable part of aging, Richard made a decision. He committed to a simple evening routine, adding a light, protein-rich meal before bed and incorporating gentle stretching exercises each night. He started with 2 boiled eggs and a handful of blueberries, then progressed to Greek yogurt with flax seeds and the occasional serving of wild-caught salmon at dinner. Slowly but steadily, his body responded. In just 4 months, Richard regained 7 kilograms of lean muscle mass. More importantly, he no longer needed his cane to get out of a chair. His legs felt stable. His arms stopped shaking when lifting small objects. What changed wasn't just his body, it was his mindset and consistency. His story is a reminder of something we too often forget. Sleep isn't just a break, it's your body's most valuable repair window. And if you fuel it right, your muscles will thank you for it. Aging doesn't erase your ability to grow stronger. What makes the difference is whether or not you're giving your body the raw materials it needs: nutrients, movement, and rest, especially during those 8 silent hours each night. As I often tell my patients, you don't lose strength because you age. You age because you stop nourishing your strength. That truth has never been more relevant than it is today. The foods we eat before sleep can either accelerate our decline or become the quiet agents of our renewal. So here's the question I leave with you tonight. Will you go to bed letting your muscles waste away, or will you choose to rebuild them one night at a time? Start simple. Pick just one of the foods we discussed: Greek yogurt, almond butter, cottage cheese, or eggs. Try it tonight. Do it again tomorrow. Then see how you feel after a week. For many, the difference is undeniable. Stronger legs, better sleep, easier mornings. You have the tools. Now you have the knowledge. All that's left is the choice.